Hi guys, welcome to Nantum Tech. My name is Ricky. Today we're going to be testing Elder Scrolls Oblivion, the remastered edition. This is the Xbox version of the game, and we're running it on the AM4 platform system that I have going on right now, which is the Ryzen 5 3500X. This is a 6-core, 6-thread processor with a base clock speed of 3.6 gigahertz. Paired with 16 gigabytes of RAM running on dual channel with D.O.C.P profile 1 enabled, which brings the memory speed up to 3200 megatransfers per second. And I'm pairing it with an nvidia GeForce GTX 1070. This is the 8 gigabyte non-TI version of the card. I'm pairing it with the latest drivers available to the card, which are nvidia 572.83. And here are the specs of the GPU on Tech Power Up's GPU Z. So let's close this up. Very good. I actually just started playing Oblivion. I'd never played these games before. I got into Bethesda games with Fallout, so I never really checked out Oblivion before. And based on the performance that I've been getting on the tests that I've been running, I think this is gonna have to be a controller game, so we're gonna stick to that. So very good. All right, onto the settings. We're running on 1080p. We're going to start off on low settings. We're going to start off on the low settings preset. And
remember, trespassing in the Imperial Palace is a serious crime. Do not venture beyond the first and second floors.
Well, thank you for that. Well, at least in here we're getting 52, so that's pretty good. 61 over there. Let's go ahead and turn on the average frame rate. And so I want to point you guys over to the version of the layout that I'm going to be using switching on from now on. So I'm sticking to the same components that I usually measure, which are both the CPU and GPU, the temperature, the percentage allocated to the game, the frequency, and the wattage. But I also incorporated the average frame rate chart, which gives us a visual line of how the game is running. And obviously we want that line to be as stable as possible, but I really like how it visualizes the stability of the game. So we'll see if I incorporate that as a regular measurement. I forgot the name of this city. I'm still new to this game, so I don't even know what the name of this city, but I am planning on playing this game, so I'll definitely find out. I guess this is one of those games where exploration is big. Can we go outside over here? Arboretum, scissor. Not bad. The game looks really good, and I'm surprised that they can make the game look so modern, in spite of the fact that it's running on the Creation Engine. So that's pretty cool. I really hope Bethesda decides to do this to Fallout 3. I think Fallout 3 would be so great with a fresh coat of paint. Ideally, fixing some of that dialogue would be nice too, but beggars can be choosers at this point. How do I get out of the city? Imperial Temple District. So far, at least inside the city, it's been pretty good. 60. Wait, it's gonna become nighttime now. Let's see. How do we wait? Oh, let's see. Can I set up a marker outside of the city? So this is not gonna take us outside of the city. I see. That's how you wait. Now I understand the whole reference of Fallout 3 being Oblivion with guns, because it really does feel like Fallout 3. I love it. Let's see. How do we get out of the city?
It's you. You have my ear.
It's okay, sir. I'm not interested in talking to you right now. Imperius Talos Plus. It's staying pretty stable at 60 the whole time for now. And here we go. And it's raining too. So we'll see if there's a difference between rain performance, 42 FPS. That's more like it. So no, it is a pretty tough game to run. 98 utilization. Let's wait and see if maybe after waiting it will stop raining. Maybe it'll be daytime again too. I still don't even know what the day cycle looks like over here. If it's this, because I don't think this takes place on Earth. I'm not even sure about that. No spoilers in the comments, by the way, guys. I'm planning on playing the game. It doesn't seem like rain affects the performance of the game, but there is a noticeable difference between the city and outside of the countryside. So let's go ahead and switch it over to we're on low. See what happens if we go to medium. I see. Averages go down to 41, 42 outside. It does look better.
You have my ear. Ow.
I guess we can just repeat the same cycle over here, going in and out of this gate. With a setup like this, high settings will probably be as high as I will go. But let's go ahead and fast forward, wait for a little while, and see if we can get daytime lighting back. I'm probably going to have to restart the game because this isn't going to be good for my character. Wait, still nighttime. So you can go to all of those places. I can't wait to see that. Alright, very good. Still averaging 31 outside. Let's go ahead and wait for a little while longer and see if we can get a more daytime lighting over here. Honestly, with controller, it feels pretty good at 40 FPS. So this is definitely going to be a controller game if you're going to be running it on a system like this. Because I feel like you're probably going to need something pretty powerful to get it to go above 60. And if input lag is something that really bothers you, or you really... Because even when I switched to mouse and keyboard, I don't know, I still think it's pretty good. But again, it is a matter of personal preference, and if 60 FPS is something that you need to have the game be considered playable, then unfortunately no, you're not going to be able to get that.
You have my ear, citizen.
But now I'm curious, can we get it to 60 FPS? Let's lower the resolution.
Coin for an old beggar?
52, 53.
Speak.
No. So even lowering, even bringing it back to the low settings after letting all the shaders compile and everything, it doesn't seem to be bringing it back up to 60 FPS. What if we bring it down to 720p? Well, the game doesn't look as great. Well, there we go. 62, 64. Not bad. We were just getting 40 around here. So if you want to get closer to 60 FPS, you can consider lowering the resolution to 720p. Not bad. Personally, I wouldn't. I do think the 1080p version looks much better. And for me, 45 FPS is perfectly fine, because this seems kind of like one of those story-driven games that you're not really running around. Like, that I don't think you really need the higher FPS, but it never hurts. So, well, if you have a 1070 system where you're planning on building something like this, you can run this game, but it's going to be a little difficult to get it up to 60 FPS. Overall, I think the experience is pretty good, but it's better with a controller. So I do recommend that if you can. With that, this was the benchmark for Elder Scrolls Oblivion. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you guys have a great day. And my character looks kind of like me without a beard. So bad. Alrighty, guys. Have a nice day.